Hello students, it is Tuesday, March 30, 2021. We're going to begin with our math lesson. Now pay attention, keep your eyes on your screen, and watch how we do each problem because your homework is going to revolve around this. Now, just keep your eyes on your screen and follow along, and you're going to understand this. Now, the cursor is moving on to the screen now. Here it says math. Now, the title of our math lesson is Solve Word Problems with Facts 210. Okay? Now, here we go. It says again, let me read it to you. Solve word problems with facts 210. What this means, boys and girls, is a word problem is like this. You have to read it and it's going to tell you what's in the problem. And it's going to ask you a question here. They want you to give an answer, okay? That's what they mean when they say word problems. Now, it is very important at your grade level that you start working with word problems because as you go up in grade level, especially when you get into high school, college, you're going to be faced with this word problems, okay? So, right here is our I can statements, okay? Once you're done with this lesson, this is what you're going to be able to start doing. Let's read it together. I can draw pictures and write equations to help solve word problems. Okay? All through this week and next week, we'll keep reading that I can statements, okay? What that is saying, boys and girls, is that you're going to be able to draw pictures here and you're going to be able to write equations here, which you already know, okay? You should already know this is an addition equation because there's a plus sign here. Now, let's come up here to the yellow, okay? Let's look at this first statement. Let's read it together, okay? Here we go. 6 fish swim by. Let's move on to the second sentence. Here we go. Some more fish join them. Let's read the next sentence. Now, there are 10 fish. Now, let's read the question. Here we go. How many fish join the fish swimming by? Now, boys and girls, you may be thinking now in your head, what is that saying? I do not understand. Okay, now we're going to go back and read it, okay? That's what I want you to start doing. Read the whole thing first, and then you're going to come back up here. Now we're going to break it apart, okay? And I'm going to show you how to do this, okay? The first thing I want you to recognize, boys and girls, is there's a number here already for you. This number you're going to use, okay? You need to spot that right away, okay? That's a number 6. So I know 6 objects are going to go here. And 6 is going to come first, okay? Now just follow with me. Here we go. It says 6 fish swim by. Now, boys and girls, how many fish swim by? 6. Good job. So watch. Here's what you're going to do first. 6. I'm going to grab 6. And look, I'm going to put that here first because that needs to go into our addition equation. Okay? Now, we need to draw 6 fish here. We need to insert them here, okay? And that's what this means right here. I can draw pictures. So now we gotta draw 6 fish here. So let's put 6 fish here, okay? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now look at that, boys and girls. We now have 6 fish right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Now watch. I'm going to put a number 6 here, okay? So that way you know that right off the bat, you're going to have 6 fish there, okay? Now, we're done with this first statement. Let's move to the second one. Let's read it together. Read it with me. Some more fish joined them. Let's read it again. Some more fish joined them. Okay? What this means, boys and girls, is we're going to have some more fish down here. We don't know how many fish are going to be here yet. We have to read this next statement to figure it out, okay? Watch me now. Let's come here. Now we know we're going to add some more fish here, but we do not know how many fish we're going to add just yet, okay? Now here we go. Let's read it together, this third one. Now there are 10 fish. Let's read it again. Now there are 10 fish. Now, boys and girls, how many fish are there now? What number is this? 10. Good job. So watch me, boys and girls, okay? Watch. We're going to get 10. We're going to insert 10 right here because that is the total, okay? That's the total there. We do not put 10 here, okay? Because it doesn't say that here. It tells us, now there are 10 fish. So altogether there are 10 fish, okay? Now, boys and girls, well, let's read this question here. We are not done yet because look, we need an answer here. A number needs to go here. We're not finished. So let's read the question here. Read it with me. How many fish joined the fish swimming by? Let's read it again. Here we go. How many fish join the fish swimming by? Okay, boys and girls, now look. They want to know how many fish right here were added. How many joined these fish up here? Okay, now watch me, boys and girls. Here's how you're going to do it, okay? You're going to start at 6. What number is this? 10, okay? You're going to use these two numbers now. Watch me, okay? We're going to start at 6. We're going to stop at 10. Do you remember that number line that we used last week? Remember that number line? This is where it's going to come into play now, okay? It's just that now we're going to not use that number line. It's going to be easy. Watch, okay? We're going to start at 6. You're going to count with me, okay? We need to stop at 10, but we're going to start at 6. Watch me. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You see that, boys and girls? How I did that? Now look. These fish now joined in with these fish here. All you do now is you're going to count up this second row. Let's count it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. So boys and girls, watch me. I'm going to put 4 here because I know there are 4 fish now that joined these fish. So if 4 is here, boys and girls, what number goes here? 4. Good job. You're just going to reinsert that 4 there, okay? Now, we're finished now with this equation, okay? This is what we call solve word problems with facts. 210. And look, I can draw pictures. We did that here. And write equations to help solve word problems. Look, we did our equation here, okay? Now, if you did not understand that, don't worry. We're going to go to another slide, okay? Let's pay attention now. Look here. Here is our next slide, okay? Same thing, boys and girls. Let's read this whole word problem first, and then we're going to come back. We're going to break it apart, okay? Read it with me. 7 pizzas are on the table. Let's read the next line. A child adds more pizza. Let's read the next line. Now, there are 9 pizzas. Let's read the last one, the question. Here we go. How many pizzas were added on the table? Okay, if you're sitting there now and you're still blank thinking, what is this about? I don't know what it's about. Don't worry. Now you're going to come back up here. We're going to just focus on this first statement, okay? Now, boys and girls, like I said, the first thing I want you to recognize is this is a number 7. You're going to quickly say, okay, that is 7. I see it. So I know I'm going to have to draw 7 of something here. Okay? Now let's read it. 7 pizzas are on the table. Now, boys and girls, how many pizzas are on the table? 7. So watch. Now we gotta draw 7 pizzas here. Let's do that. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now look at that, boys and girls. We have 7 pizzas now that we put on the table. Since there are 7 pizzas here, I'm going to put 7 there because you know quickly that there are 7 pizzas already here. Since there are 7 pizzas, you're going to put 7 up here in front first, okay? 7, and look at that. We're finished with this first number here. Now we read this second sentence. Let's read it together. Read it with me. A child adds more pizza. Now, boys and girls, what this means is some more pizzas are going to have to be added here, okay? We don't know how many pizzas we're going to add just yet. We got to keep reading, okay? Now, let's come here to this third sentence. Now, quickly, boys and girls, you should recognize that there's a number here again. You're going to spot that here, okay? You should know that. Now, let's read it really quick. Now, there are 9 pizzas. Now, boys and girls, how many pizzas are there now? 9. So watch me again, boys and girls. 9. So look, I'm going to put 9 here because I know that's going to be the answer to the addition equation, okay? Now, listen. Here is the number now we're going to have to find again, okay? Just like we did in this slide, okay? We found this number here. We're going to do the same thing here, okay? Now let's read our question. Read it with me. How many pizzas were added on the table? Now look, they want to know now this answer. We have to find this answer. We're going to have to add more pizzas here. Now, just like how I said, okay? You're going to start at 7. Look, 7 is already here for you. You're going to stop at what number? Okay, you're going to stop there. Okay, so you're going to start here at 7. We're going to stop at 9, okay? Now, watch how I do this again. We start at 7. We stop at 9. We're going to insert more pizzas here, okay? Watch me. 7, 8, 9. Now, watch how I did that, okay? 7, 8, 9. You stop here at 9, okay? Now, boys and girls, how many pizzas now are down here in the second row? 2. So you're going to put 2 here, okay? Now, you found the answer that goes here. What number goes here? 2. And look at that. That is true. 7 plus 2 equals 9. Now look at that, boys and girls. You're finished now with your addition equation. Remember, boys and girls, this is the number here that they want you to start finding, okay? It's really easy. Now go ahead and keep paying attention, okay? I'm going to do another slide for you, okay? Here we go. Now look at this slide. Same thing, okay? We're going to have to read this whole word problem to figure out what we're working with here. Now, let's read this whole thing and then let's break it apart. Here we go. 2 desks are in a classroom. Let's read the next line. The teachers add more desks. Let's read the next one. Now, there are 4 desks in the classroom. Now let's read the question. Here we go. How many desks were added to the classroom? Now, boys and girls, again, you may be sitting there thinking, I don't know what this is telling me. I don't know what this is asking me. Don't worry. Here's what you do now. You're just going to focus on this first statement first, okay? Don't worry about these 3 yet. Just focus up here, okay? Let's read it here. 2 desks are in a classroom. Now, boys and girls, what number is this right here? You need to spot that right away. What number? 2. So, boys and girls, the first thing you're going to have to do is insert, okay? 2 desks. You know that right away, okay? Because that's what it's telling you. 2 desks are in a classroom. Now look. 1, 2. 2 desks are now in a classroom. Now, you're going to put a 2 here. Because you know that there are 2 desks right there. The next thing you do, you're going to get another 2. And you're going to insert that there. Okay, that number needs to go up front. Now we're done with this first statement. We come now to this second statement now, okay? Let's read it together. The teachers add more desks. So boys and girls, there's going to be some more desks down here. We're going to have to add. We don't know that yet. We're going to have to keep reading, okay? But now you know some more desks are going to get added down here. Now let's read this third statement. Read it with me. Now there are 4 desks in the classroom. Now, boys and girls, I want you to spot this number right away. What number is this? 4. Okay? So you know you're going to have to use this number again. Look. 4 goes here. That's going to be the answer to our addition equation, okay? So if you look at this, boys and girls, you're going to start to notice this first number goes here. The next number that you spot goes at the end of the addition equation. Now look, here's the number now they want you to find, okay? Now let's keep reading. Here we go. How many desks were added to the classroom? Now look, we have to add some more desks here to equal 4, okay? Because this is really what it's telling you. We start at 2, we end at 4, okay? Now watch me. We're going to have to put more desks here at the bottom. Now, let's count with me, okay? Here we go now. We're going to start at 2. 2, 3, 4. Okay? You see how we did that? 2, 3, 4. Because we have to stop at number 4, okay? Now, boys and girls, how many desks are here now? Let's count. 1, 2. So here's what you do. You get 2, you're going to put 2 there. You're going to write that on your paper, okay, for your homework. Since 2 is here, what number goes here now? 2. Good job. And look at that, boys and girls. We are done now with our addition equation, okay? 2 plus 2 equals 4. And that's how we do our math lesson for this week. Let's read our I can statement again. Read it with me. I can draw pictures and write equations to help solve word problems, okay? Now, boys and girls, here's what I want you to do. Get a paper and pencil. Once you get your paper and pencil, okay, here's your homework I want you to do. Now, I want you to copy down your math title right here. You see where the cursor is moving? Copy that. And I want you to copy your I can statement right here onto your paper. Once you are done, boys and girls, I want you to copy these 4 statements that are here in yellow. Get those onto your paper. Copy down those letters. And remember, try to break apart the words if you don't know it, okay? Just like how we did here, okay? Remember our reading lesson? Look. And. See? Let's do it here. Sam. Okay? I want you to start doing that on your math lessons, okay? So write down these 4 that are in yellow. Now, boys and girls, I'm going to give you a hint here, okay? And I also want you to write your addition equation here. Read this, and you're going to do the same thing that we did on our slides, okay? You're going to have to draw pictures here, get that number here. Draw the next picture, get that number, and put these numbers where they go, okay? We already did that on these slides. Now, here's what you're going to do now. Continue with your homework now. I'm going to give you a hint, boys and girls. These 2 numbers you're going to use, okay? You're going to have to draw those figures here. You're going to get 1 number here. 1 number is going to have to go here. And it's this number you're going to have to find, okay? Now, do your best, okay? If you don't get it, if you don't understand it, okay? Here's what I want you to do. Rewind the video and watch the whole thing again. Sometimes you have to watch it 2 times or even 3 times for it to start clicking in your head about how these work, okay? Now, go ahead and continue on with your homework because I'm going to pause the video right here.